Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Cat's Cottage. I'm going to do a little yard work today. I'm going to try to get ahead of these weeds here that are in my garden, in my flower beds. And I'm going to sit the camera down, get my bucket and my gloves. And I'm going to sit the camera down and hopefully y'all can pick up what I'm doing. Go. Bucket right there. I'll put on my gloves so I don't get a splinter. I was out here yesterday and I got a splinter in my hand from digging around with my bare hands. So I'm going to check my flowers here. And try to get ahead of these weeds. Now, we're not really through with our cold weather. It's liable to drop down into the 30s again. So, we've had 30s for a couple of nights. I'm hesitant about putting seeds out. That's my little cabbages. They're still with me. And my little silver miller. These are weeds. These are some moms right here. Okay, I'm gonna get up off my knees because these old concrete stones are killing me. Okay, I'm gonna get up. And I think you'll still be able to see me for a little bit there. A weed that comes in here has tiny little purple flowers on it, but they just smother everything out. Okay, there's the cabbage. I guess it's going to seed, and I've never grown ornamental cabbage before. So I don't know a lot about it, but I do know that's seed heads. So we're going to move down a little more. Okay. I'm going to try to get out here and get ahead of the weeds. I think they grow faster than the flowers. I know that's for sure. These pansies really like it up here in this hot sun and open with no trees. I've had some big trees up here, but they've blown down. So I guess that's the way it is. You have something and then it dies or it blows away or something happens. Okay. It's grass. This has actually been a wildflower spot, but I'm not going to do that this year. I'm not going to let it grow wild. Some of these leaves out of here. I don't want to take them all. Here and bring the camera with me. Okay, there we go. I do have some moss that grows in here that I planted years ago. That golden moss, it's still in here. And then I have some shamrock that's growing. And there's some of those still in here. There's a cluster right there. Let me show you my shamrocks that are coming up. There. And the cabbage. Okay. Looks like I'll have to go to the other side to get all of that. I'm making my way down. I hope y'all are following me. And here this weed is. It blooms and it's pretty in a field. I don't know what it is. It's pretty in a field with a lot of it, but in your garden bed or in your flower bed, it's kind of intrusive. It blocks the other stuff out. See how it just spreads. These little violets that I planted in the coal, I know y'all can see them. They did well. And they're hardy. So that's something that can be planted, and it's just dependable. Okay. Now there are some irises in here, of course some daffodils, but there's some irises that are in here. They're newly planted, so I don't know how they'll do. You know, they say the first year they sleep, second year they creep, third year they leap. So this is their first year, these irises sitting right in here. I'll move down a little more. This is working out pretty good here. I'm just moving right along here. I come out here a day and start pulling on it and got a splinter, which was aggravating. And then I come out again and I cut my finger on one end, so decided I'd best be getting the gloves on. Okay, whoop, I can pull the flower. Okay. Move some of these leaves so the rain can come when it comes in. It can wet these up. I've enjoyed this little picket fence that I put up. I don't know how great it looks, or if it don't mean anything. I mean, it's not fencing anything, but I guess it's, oh, that's something done laid down on this carnation here. Yep, something I've got in here and laid down. There's not any loose dogs around here. There are some loose cats, though. Okay. This, I don't know, that cabbage don't look that good. Here's a weed. Yeah, aren't these nice? Aren't these nice? Yeah. This is the Sweet William. That's what I call it. It's called something else. I call it Sweet William. And we'll go along here. And I'm gonna drink a little bit of my coffee. Right here. Okay, I'll do a little more in here. I'm gonna set it down there. Let's see it. There we go. I'm gonna do this right here on the end. You get all this other in the rocks there with the weed eater. Yep. I think I may have to put some stepping stones down straight through there because people are walking in here and they're gonna walk where they want. Maybe they'll stay on a stepping stone, I'm guessing. Okay, I'm gonna come in here. Oh, okay, we're gonna look right there. Can y'all see that? Right there. Right there. Do y'all see? I can't tell if y'all are looking at it or not, but that is not what I want to see right there. Now, I have rodents that get down in here and eat the bases of my roses, and this is a knockout. They eat the base, and then all of a sudden the rose starts wilting, starts like it's dying, and I won't know what's going on, and then I touch the rose and it'll fall over because they done eat all the roots. But that's what that is. That's a mouse, a rodent. Now here's the moss that I have planted in here called golden moss. I have a lot of it. My daddy gave me that when he was alive. And I've kept it up front here. Or you can throw it in pots, whatever. But have some of this old plastic that's come in here, but we're not going to allow you to stay there. We are going to give you a nice meal. Yeah, we're going to give you a nice meal so you'll get a bellyache and go to sleep. Yep. I've tried to get rid of them all kind of ways, and I'm never successful. Might even not even be successful then. So anyway, right now I'm pulling out wild strawberries. Okay. Come up here. I'm digging up. I'm gonna try to avoid my moss because it's gonna spread across here. It always does, and it comes pretty yellow. So right now I'm just trying to pull around it, and I hope to add other flowers in here, other perennials in here. So try to stay ahead of these little weeds that just grow better than anything. No, Mr. Rodent, you're not going to live here because you're just not. I have to find another yard to live in. Or go to sleep. Whichever comes first. Here's a whole bunch of strawberries. Wild strawberries. Wild strawberries all in here. Don't want them. They do hold the ground from washing out, but I don't want them in here. This seems to be some ambulance that you're hearing. Yeah, somebody's having a bad day. And I hate that, but yep. It's over there in Memphis. I don't live in Memphis. I live out of it, but it's right there. So, okay. Now, I'm gonna try and clean right here at this big old rock. This rock I had brought here from a company. Stopped one day when I was passing. Gave them $40 and they delivered me a rock, which was nice. So, and then he brought it on a trailer and everything. So I could not lift it. It has sunk down into the ground some. I did sit it on some rocks, but it has sunk some. Okay. Now, alrighty. You can see I've got to go all the way down through here. Down through here and get all that dug out. But I'm gonna walk on around with this. Get my chair, that I was using as a table. Okay. Put this right there. Put that right there. Don't worry, Mr. Rat, I'll be back. I will be back. Okay, now I'm going to turn this around. If it'll turn. Here we go. Now, I'm going to go back over here. See how things are going. I'm anxious about. My rose looks good, but I'm anxious about my clematis. And the rest of the roses are looking good there on that fence. Yes. I'm going to be getting me some more picket fence like that and attach it here. Not necessary, but I just want to. So we'll go this way. And my magnolia, Mary Jane magnolia, the wind is causing her to drop her leaves. Leaves and blooms. And very pretty just the same. So now, let me get my coffee up out of there. And I haven't planted anything yet because of, really, as far as vegetables and some of my flowers, because of, it could go cold on me. Then I'd lose everything. So I'm dumping this in here in my composter. Okay, I'm sorry for the flipping around. Okay, I'm just going to leave it open for now. And, let's see. I'm going to take a quick walk back here. Oh, my irises are going to open soon. Gonna open soon. There's a few more on this side. And this is a peach tree. It's leaning, but I'm not sure that's not what I might like. That way I could get the peaches. That's a plum tree that was just put in. And here's one right here. That's a plum tree on this side. And let's see. I have this ain't much of a secure lock, but it could be confusing. Okay. All right. This is my boardwalk. Okay. My roses that I just put in. Let's see. Real interested in these. These are peace roses. It's a peace rose. That's a proud land. And wow, this one likes it here. Okay, it's got buds on it. That's a knockout. That was planted much earlier, no wonder. These I just planted. During the cold, while it was still cold, I planted these. And let's see. Here's another one. These are climbers. And I've got to fix this terrible. The wind blew it all down and tore it all up. So I've got to rebuild it. This is a knockout. It's got buds on it. So that's doing a thing. And this is another climber, pink. It seems to be doing okay. These all came in plastic sacks, so before I've normally just planted nice, expensive roses, but I'll try these out in a sack because I am on a limited income. So here's another knockout. Okay, and these are climbing roses I planted the year before, and I can see I got to do a little bit of tying down and doctoring up. And this is irises coming in. They've just been planted in here, and I dotted it with a few daffodils. So anyway, here's the other side. I used to have this full of roses in here. I had about 240 roses in here at one time. I might have told y'all, and the rodents just did like I showed you in the front earlier, just made little homes and ate them down. But I hope to include some more. And these are white roses, which I hope are going to do a thing. They did pretty good. Pretty good. And let's see what we got. That is a peach right there. That's a peach tree blooming. And that's a codling moth, which you're not welcome here. And my daffodils over here are about played out. Got a few white ones. And then I have a cherry tree right there that struggled with the cold, but it's coming on back. For how long, I don't know. And okay, we'll walk up here. I've kind of neglected this, and I should be ashamed. This is the Carolina jasmine. Very pretty. Boy, it smells wonderful. And this is a pretty, I don't know what it is. It's a hanging evergreen. I had given this actually to somebody as a wedding gift, and they didn't like it. They're not much for plants, so I made a mistake. So I brought it home and I planted it. And it's living. So, but anyway, this is what I got going on. And up, what we got? Geese? They're way over there. You probably didn't see them. But I'll have the ducks coming in, and all them ducks. I love them. And I love them to see them nest in my yard and make the little babies. But gosh, do they eat everything. They eat everything that's living, moving, and growing. My thoughts to making that pool into a pond was to have nice evergreens, lilies all in the water. You know, that didn't happen. Ducks got in there and ate all the lilies down. And so I put some fish in there, which big mouth bass, that was a wrong thing to do. So now they've eaten all my minnows. Whoops, there's a little chipmunk. Did you see him? I see you. Where are you? You have not come to see me. You're running around here and you've not come to see me. They usually come and peek in the door. They're wanting me to give them some peanuts and, you know, that kind of thing. So I'll walk back, and I think I'm gonna go over here and haven't planted in this yet. I'm scared to because of the cold. Get my coffee, and I'm gonna go. My greenhouse is still rolling. I'm gonna go over here and I'm gonna sit down. Sit my coffee down. And I'm gonna go in here and check these boxes right quick. Lettuce looking good. Lettuce looking good. Let's see what we got here. Radishes looking good. Not enough. I've got a pretty flower in there, and you know I want to show you. I've got different These ladybugs here are orange, and I read about them and it said get rid of them because they get in everything. They get in your house and everything. And they're not like the red ladybugs, so I don't know. And daffodils looking good. I forget what this plant is, but I can't believe it made it through the winter. But I did not get any tulips, really. No, I don't know about this one, but I'm thinking that it wasn't me, that it's these tulips. I don't think they've done something to them where they can't make another round. Whoop, 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 whoop. Here's one. Here's one. Yeah, there's one. Thank you. And right here is a baby tomato. Yep, baby tomato. The rest of these things, I believe, are weeds. Okay. And it's going to pour down today. And okay, right quick. I don't cook out here. This is my storage for the chipmunks, tins, and coffee and logs and whatever else. I do have some finch that come for these peanuts too. It's not just the chipmunk. But I put it right in the same spot, and I step on it because he hogs them all. He hogs them all from the finches that come, the little baby finches. If they're whole, he'll shove them all in his mouth and go. Okay. Well, I'm going to sit down over here and I'm going to build me a fire. Okay, I'm just going to leave that in there and put that on it. Okay. I'm going to build me a fire, and I don't know if y'all know how to build a fire. Here we go. I use starting logs and some starters, and that's how I build a fire. Now, if I'm only one-handed, I won't cut that in half, but normally I cut that in half. There we go, light up. And this paper always lights good on these logs. And that'll start to burn. Yep, that'll burn. It'll all get started there. I'll go over here and get me a few. That's old fence boards that my husband cut up to get rid of. You know, you always think you're going to keep some. Oh, I'm going to build a birdhouse. Oh, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. And you never do, so just cut them up and be done with it. So, here we go. We get a little more. And then, I'll take two of these. Okay. Now, we have arrived to the fire. And I just might sit my coffee cup right there so it'll gather up some heat. And show y'all what I use for keep the bugs out of my coffee. This is an old candle top. You look at the candle jar and you don't know what to do with it. And I still don't know what to do with it, but the lid fits a coffee cup perfectly. And if I drop it and crack it, okay, it ain't gonna be a big loss. I can throw it away. But, yeah, here we are with the fire. I'm wiggling the camera a little bit, trying to get my glove off. All right, this is nice. Beautiful day, overcast, it will rain. It says it'll rain anyway. And I don't know. Oh, so nice. Maybe I'll just sit this on the table and leave it a few minutes, if that'll work at all. It's just a little bit high. There we go. Okay, that's not too bad, is it? Let me move my cup out of the way. On that side. Yeah. Okay, I'll let it burn a little. I don't know how long y'all want to see it, but I'll let it burn a little bit. Ooh, I think you're heating up my coffee cup. I got this old fire tin from Lowe's at the end of the year. They didn't want it. They had so many of them in there. They were sick of it. I think I paid about $30 for it. And my other fire thing was cracked and broke and bust apart. Those Mexican pots don't last that long. They'll break eventually. Go all over the place. But this is nice. A little bit, just a little bit. Okay, everyone, thanks for joining me this morning, and you know, let me know what you think about it. Maybe I'll leave the fire out next time if that's not what you're interested in. But anyway, goodbye, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.